call me Neoblade. This is my second cast. We're seeing StarCraft 2 and Silver League. That we're seeing StarCraft 2, I think you will know, because I think you will join my channel because you want to see StarCraft 2. This is Heart of the Swarm, and you all know it. And I'm seeing a Zerg with the name Rixer. Plays against a Protoss Shonko. And I don't know what we will see. We're seeing Silver League, you saw it in the beginning. And we'll see an Overlord scouting to the main. This is good. If you want to play a fast hatch, the Overlord here is very good because you can see pylons built around here. So congratulations to this. I can tell you, I have one big mechanics problem, Rixer. You assign 2 control groups, but you assign control groups 4. You use them 0. Use 0. So you're doing very much with your mouse. You click on things and you do not use your control groups. How did I do that? How did I find out? Because I cannot see your mouse. I have a tool called SC2 gears. You can download it at Google Groups. You just Google SC2 gears and you will find it. And it will show you the hotkeys, and we'll see another very important Zerg value there. It's called average injection gap, and you have 14.5. 0.5. This is a great value for a Silver League player. Very good. 14.5. I'm Platinum Zerg, and I think I have between 14 when I'm really good, but mostly 17 or 20 or 25, which is not as good as 14. I will pause the replay here to show you. We're talking about injects, and so I will show you the value. You see, Rixer is here, Shonko is here. SC2 gears, you can read the whole documentation, no problem. What we see is the main building control and the average injection gap 14.48. Rounded up 14.5. And what's really brilliant is this value here. You didn't waste any time between these 2 injects, which is not possible. This is normally because in 14 seconds of game time, your queen only regenerates 23 energy. So you cannot inject right away, and you see it here. But this is very good. What's bad, and we have to look in the game, is at 16 minutes I'm sorry, is these large gaps. I suppose you will fight here. And what's a little bit disturbing, the injects are almost at once together here, but will get distracted here. And that's not a good sign. I think you should try to inject all hatches at once. It's more easy. And Day 9 shows it in his MCL, mental checklist. We'll go back to the replay. So, we have one queen. We could build another one, because we have the money. We are a little bit supply blocked, not good, but we could build another queen. But you want to go straight to lair. Okay, then I would build the queen here. You have the money. Injecting is a good thing, so build a queen. Drones, drones, drones. Perhaps it's a bug, because you I can only tell you in SC2 gears you did click on the queens. It tells me. I don't know if it's true. I don't see your mouse, but this queen is not on a hotkey and it ejected. I will look at this hotkey. Yes. You see, if I click on thanks here, I see your queen. And she injected again. So you have to click on this queen manually, click on here, or use V or whatever you use and inject. We'll see if this queen injects. It injects right away, but you only have one queen on a hotkey. And I think you should change it. Totally, it's a major mistake in my opinion. I like these two links because everything which is going out, coming from the Protoss from his base to yours, this is brilliant. Brilliant. Totally brilliant. You would see any Dark Shrine, you would see, oh, the Templar Archive, Robo. Very, very, very good scout. But you're not producing anything. That's not good. You have 1500 minerals, and now after your overseer search is done, you produce something. But you do not produce any drones or any units. Let's see, you need some. Saturation. You can Google it, Saturation on German. This is perfect. 16 workers, Ecoline. I would build 17 because you maybe want to build a building, and so 17 won't hurt. 3, very good. 15. If you take this gas now, there will be 9. 7 overlords, which means you were supply blocked, I guess. Roach speed. I will show you afterwards a game in the Platinum League. If you want to play roaches, you can do otherwise. And I would take this gas, because you do not have gas. I will look if you have link speed. No. So what are you going to do with your money? Okay. I think I can show you a better build. This drone should do something. You see this symbol here blinking, and you see you still are selecting your hedge or your queen with your mouse, because you cannot use control groups. And it's so important to use control groups. The people always say in SC2 macro and mechanics are so important, and you are, it's like if you're running, you have 2 legs to run. Your left leg is your macro and your right leg are your mechanics. And if your mechanics are away, are not there, you have to limp with 1 leg. And so try, oh, now it's on 2. But you do not see this symbol. You can just click on here or use F1 and then you can use this drone. You try to scout again. Scouting. You should take both watchtower with a link. You should position an overlord here. This is very good, but you need to know if he's taking an... Sorry. I will write down the day 9 rules. I wanted to do it too. Day 9 rules. 1. Constantly produce workers. For Zerk, this is called drone timing. Day 9 made a brilliant video about it on his channel called Drone Timing, Newbie Tuesday Drone Timing. Brilliant video, and I think it should be standard to view it as Zerk. Never get supply blocked. Keep your money low, and you have problems with that. Totally, you have big problems with that. Keep your money low. What should you do? You should watch the minimap. You should write watch the minimap and scout. Scouting, I told you, watch the minimap. If you would have an overlord here, you could creep spread here so he cannot take this his third. And it makes looking at the minimap more easy. You see these green dots, and you can see moving army through here. And if you would have an overlord here, you would see his expansions and his timings there. And if you would have put a link on the watchtowers, you would have good minimap vision. Looking at the minimap is important, and it's important to learn. But it's a part of scouting to take the watchtower, to position the sling here, and to position overlords here. That's very important. Okay. Now we'll take a look how it goes on. I have a question for you. I will write it down. You have 24 roaches and 5 hydras. 24 roaches and 5 hydras. Right now. Why did you build them? Because if you do not use them, they're just standing here, why did you build them? These units could be a third base and drones. If you would use them right now, we look at the vision of the Protoss, and we see here 3 Stalker, 2 and 1 Immortal. This would get demolished. This just would be finished, kaputt, we say in German. And finished is not the right word. It would be destroyed. Demolished, get demolished. You will probably take down his nexus here. This Immortal is killed by roaches and by hydras. I think these Archons are too. We'll just take a look at your army value. You're ahead. And you have good injects, you have good larva, and I think you could produce more army to destroy him. But if you think 2 cannons and a zealot and a stalker and a zealot are too much to break this, to kill his upgrades, you could just kill this. But you have to scout it. To kill it, you have to scout it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how the income. You're ahead. You're getting upgrades. Another queen. Another hatch. Okay. Let me remind you, no problem in Silver League. You could use 1 more worker here. I would suggest 2. I would suggest 46 drones, like 17 plus 17 plus 6 plus 6. You have 43. Okay, let's watch the fight. You could use F2. That's totally fine. But if you have a Ling at the watchtower, you will get the Ling with F2 too. So I suggest you use a control group, but that's totally your decision. Using F2 for your army is totally okay. We'll take a look. You're ahead. Still. You see his army. He doesn't see you. Okay. He's walking around. Nice. You're waiting. You are waiting for what? You do not produce anything. You have overmans. Well, look. No speed. No Jones. 2000 minerals. Supply block. You could use drones. You could use links with speed. You could use overlords. Not producing is very, very, very bad. StarCraft is a macro game. It's a little bit about micro. Pro gamer have to use micro, no doubt about it. In Silver League, as Zerg, you just produce and you kill your opponent with a move. It's that way. Perhaps you should scout his third. Scouting decision making always important, but you do not have to use Infestor or Viper in Silver League. You just build roaches and hydras with upgrades and you will kill your opponent until Platinum. I will show you. I will show a replay afterwards so you can see a similar style better executed. Okay. You should attack now. You're ahead. Ahead. You're ahead. You're in front is not the right word. Ahead is right. Okay, we go here. Okay. He has more workers. Looking good, looking good. You have to produce. You have to produce! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Rixer, I remember you asked what you could do against this build order. This is not a build order problem. This is a macro problem. Here. We'll take a look at his income. You're still ahead? He's now for your base. But that's the problem now. He has no army value. Oh, nice force field. Even better force field. Okay. I will show you 12 minutes. Every one scam. You have 17 roaches. 12 minutes. He has nothing. Nothing. You kill this. You kill this. You scouted totally fine at 8:30 with your overseer. Is your overseer still here? No? Let's see. We'll check overload speed. I would suggest you have the money for it. You invest at the 10-minute mark 100, so your overlords get speed. You can position overlords here and here and here, and then you can just scout him, and you will see he has taken a third. You will see he has 2 cannons, and you just use these roaches and kill him. If you would get link speed at 10 or 11, or needs almost 2 minutes, so you will research it at 9 minutes. Yeah, then the roaches will kill this wall, and then you send in 40 links or so, and he's dead. He's heavily investing in technology. Wants to play Colossus. And the problem is you just wait for your death. But you could attack. And you had many opportunities. I showed you have opportunity at 13 minutes too. But you should take this gas next time, I think. And build a third. He's building a third, you can build a third. And Oko rule says, Oko rule, always, as Zerk, of course, build one more base as our opponent. So he is 3 base. You should build a 4th. Good. But I will show you what you could try if you wanted to. I will have to take a look. I'm sorry. Misclick. I think that's the one. It's just brainstorming for you. You totally decide for yourself if you want to play like that. The build is very simple. You open hatch first. People always tell hatch first against a Protoss is suicide because he can cannon rush you. Well, he has to cannon rush. Very good. And you will see this Protoss is opening with Forge, Fast Expand, but he's not trying any cannon rush. This Overlord should be placed more here, so he could see pilots there. Spine crawler for defense. I will slow it down now. You're building 2 queens. Inject. Inject. Building 2 more queens. So it can do creep spread. And you see 16 drones here. And everything is rallied down here. So we can get 16 drones here. Next inject. And we take 4 gas at 4 gas 6 10, or I have to look. 32 40 drones. You can decide. It's totally up to you. It does not make sense to take 4 gas if Hellions crushed you 20 drones. But if you're not attacked, and we're not attacked here, we can take 4 gas at 610. Now something important happens. When we have 100 gas, we should start lair immediately. Drones, drones, drones. Lair. Roach Warren. 2 evos. I pause. Lair. Then Roach Warren and 2 evos. Like you, the Zerg is getting Zerglings in front of the Protoss base. He sees, okay, Stargate, he sees a gate, and if he would check the front, he would see no forge here. Forge is here, but okay. I will resume the play. You see, the Zerg is ahead in workers. And I will show you now something important. We'll take a look at the injections. This is Blue Mage against Artanis. This Zerg does something called Oko Cycle. It's not invented by Oko, but I call it that way. Injecting. Please inject, Zerg. Come on, I want to show you. Injecting. Creep spread. Come, creep spread. Creep spread. 2 overlords. Simple rule. Oko Cycle. Inject. Creep. Overlords. 1 per base, which means we're 2 base. 2 base gleich. Sorry, which means 2 overlords. I just say it that way. I think you know. You see it in the production queue here. And 4th is larvae, which means we should make something with these 11 larvae. And we'll see about that. Sorry. 9. We do not have money. Okay. Okay. I told you, Oko rule, if our opponent is building a second nexus, we should build a third when we can defend it, when Roach Warren is ready. We see Lair, and afterwards immediately Roach Speed. Okay, we'll watch the Oko cycle again. We'll take a look at this queen. Injecting. Come, inject. Creep spread. Perfect. Creep spread. Perfect. And you see how much creep this Zerg has instead of you. You didn't creep at all, I guess, or I think. This Zerg will reach his creep, put his creep over here, I think, and if his opponent wouldn't die at 18 minutes, he would take his creep up to his base. Creep is very important because, you see it, on this map, the Protoss cannot engage the Zerg, the third, along this path. He just can go here and go here. The direct way is not possible. Zerg will see him. Okay. Take a look at the Zerg. The Zerg, you didn't attack the Protoss, which was a mistake. The Zerg will attack the Protoss right here. You see, Void Race. Zerg isn't afraid. He just attacks and kills stuff. And he's scouting with his attack. He builds Roaches again. And he builds a Hydra Den. You could say Roaches are very bad against Void Race, I agree. But Roaches are very good against ground force. And he builds 13 drones, which means yes, 63 to 56. Almost 10 drones more than the Protoss. He scouts here and here. And we'll take a look at the army.
Our forces are under attack.
Now you see, I slow down. For War Trace. Roaches.
Our forces are under attack.
Void Ray. We have 1-1 Roaches. He has no upgrades
Our forces
because he teched into air and so on. Okay, Roaches. He's just running around here. That's a good decision actually. 2 cannons. Protoss doesn't attack him, wants to protect his pylon. Comes back. Zerg loses much more than Protoss. But he knows everything about this army. He knows everything about the positioning of his army. One Void Ray is just staying here. And he has excellent creep spread because of his Occo cycle. And here comes the Protoss. He knows it because of his creep spread. Creep spread is a Zerg mechanic. Macro and mechanics. His attack bought him time. Bought him time to build this Hydra force. 8 Hydras. Protoss attacks. And you see him on the minimap. You see him standing here. The Protoss cannot move without being detected by the Zerg. I don't know why. He's staying there. Okay, he comes, he comes, he comes. Protoss has more army value, but Zerg has more upgrades. You can always say, okay, very bad, 5 Void Rays, but the Zerg does the right thing. Protoss cannot... comes back, that's a mistake I guess. Okay, I remember this replay a little bit different, but he wants to have this force against this Stalker army. Let's take a look at the income. Zerg is ahead. Zerg has successfully built a third base. I will jump a little bit back to see the fight. Protoss should use his power here to build a third. Otherwise he will get outmined here, and then he will lose the game. But we'll see. A few Spore Crawler here would have been very good. Running back and forth with the roaches is not good. Stay at home, kill him, or go kill his natural. And getting destroyed by Void Rays is not very intelligent either. Gas should be taken here, okay. 2 Void Rays, okay. A macro hatch would be good. Protoss is very gentle, just stays here with his Void Rays. I think I would have gone here, kill drones or kill something else. Oh, he's retreating. Ah, I know why. Let's see. Okay. Stock is okay. Let's see.
Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
I've been a little bit tired, so I guess my talking is not as good as it was in my first cast. Now, how many roaches? Not many, are killing a whole lot. He pulls back his whole army. He should have built spine crawlers here, so he could defend it. And that's the GG, well played. Why GG? That's why. Protoss forget to build a third. Dying with so much money isn't good. Speedlings would have been very, very good. A macro hedge would have been very, very good. Speed forgotten. But you see, income now is 2,000 to 1,800. Let's see. Yeah. There's nothing the Protoss can do. And it all was decided here. Let's see it. Units lost. You could say the Zerg played bad because he lost his whole army here. But in fact, he shows the Protoss, I'm here. And, more important, he makes drones for his third. The Protoss does not have a third. The Protoss does not know there's a third. The Protoss has to engage the third directly. He has more army value, a little bit, more gas, and he has not more technology. Okay, yes, he's low on upgrades. Okay, that's the problem. Zerg should have started 2-2 immediately, and Dirk should have started link speed, because link speed with his great creep spread, he could have fight the Protoss here and send Zerglings, waves of Zerglings over here. No cannons, not a really good wall. This pylon is down, and perhaps this eco-line is down if he has the micro. But he's a diamond Dirk, he should have tried some micro. But you see, creep spread is better, injections are a little bit better, attacking is better, and perhaps you want to try this. I hope it was not too long. I'm a little bit tired, so I tend to talk more. I will work on that, and I hope I could help you with your cast and with a perhaps better playstyle for you, because you like roaches and hydras. You've seen roaches and hydras on diamond level, and perhaps you will adapt. And I can tell you, I've seen this attack at 10:45 done by a Masters, by Orko himself, against the Terran, and he does a lot of damage. It's a German video, so I cannot show you, but I can tell you, if you hit the timing 10:30, 10:45, with 17 roaches and roach speed at your opponent's base, you will kill a lot of Protoss players, and Zerg players, and Terran players. thank you very much for letting me making this cast, and I hope some of you will join me and subscribe to my channel. And I say, not I say, sorry, I say good luck and good night.